Welcome back to another 49ers scouting session. We are your scouts, Grant Cohn, Jack Hammer. And today we're going to be looking at Mac Jones. It seems that most credible sources in the industry expect the Niners to take Mac Jones. So let's check him out. We're going to be watching his performance against Ohio State because we keep hearing that the Big Ten has all the best defenses, right, Jack?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons for it. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about how difficult the Big Ten is overall with their defensive side of the ball. On top of that, this is a game that a lot of folks have been asking me to show anyway. So I figured, let's put those two things together and let's go through it and take a look at Mac Jones in the biggest game that he's going to play all season.
Yeah, this is his final game as a collegiate quarterback against the number 2 team in the country. Let's see what happens. All right.
Yeah, and as we roll through, there's going to be, I'll point out some of the stuff that they're doing that is so similar to the 49ers. Like this first play of the game, they're going to come out and they're going to run an RPO right off the bat.
Yes. Very 49ers-y. How often do you see the Niners start a game up like that for Jimmy?
Yeah, you don't really see a whole lot with Garoppolo maybe at the first play of the game, but early on they definitely like to run these. This is a tough one to run into the short side of the field. It's taken right into it, but he's putting it where it needs to be. It's behind the receiver. It's not a really good ball.
Right.
If he leads them here, it's going to be even a bigger collision. But it's definitely a little late and behind him.
And people say, why does Mac Jones fit the 49ers offense? Well, he's not under center that much. Well, there's a lot of this in the Niners offense too.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
There's a lot of shotgun in the Niners offense. They do a lot of stuff out of the, from under center, obviously, but they also do a lot of shotgun.
Yeah. I feel like they've evolved, or Kyle's evolved since his days in Atlanta, to incorporate much more of the RPO stuff. Like when he first got to the Niners, the RPO package was pretty limited and it became very expansive in 2019.
Yeah, you saw the RPO really kind of take off with when Philadelphia went to the Super Bowl,
yes.
Right? That was the season where it really started hitting the NFL pretty hard.
Right.
But
no question.
They're running some before that. So, for easy first play of the game, it's a bad throw. Second play, just as easy. They come out with this little screen out to the left. Again, that's very, very 49ers. If you watch 49ers in 2019 or 2020, you saw them running this play a lot with Deebo Samuel or Brandon Ayuk, either one of them. They like to run that little swing screen. We talked about it so many times during our breakdown shows of the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, this is a classic gimme to get the guy in rhythm. Yeah.
And you see this out of all three of these top quarterbacks, as far as Lance and Fields and Jones, they all run this play. Does a good job, puts it where it needs to be, and the receiver does the rest.
Yes. All right, let's keep going.
They're going to, and then one more here before they definitely open up with the pass. This is going to be a little flip concept out to the left side.
Mm-hmm.
And he does a good job. It's covered. The two deeper levels are covered. Does a good job checking down.
Oh. Yeah, they're covered.
Yeah, he might have the guy at the top at the end of the route, but by that point he's already turned and looked. I mean, he's covered at this point.
Yeah.
Turns, hits the flat, and then he's got Najee Harris out there, and he does the rest.
So I guess the main question Niner fans need to be thinking when they watch Mac Jones is he better than Jimmy Garoppolo? He seems to do a better job deciding. He's more decisive than Jimmy. I'll put it that way. At least in college he was.
He's more decisive than Garoppolo. He moves better than Garoppolo, especially at this point in his career.
Correct. That's true.
There's definitely there. And one of the things that people need to not get caught up on when you're watching Mac Jones is the stats. Yeah, he puts up big numbers, whatever. But you got to just watch the decision making. That's the bigger piece of it.
Right. Because the numbers will lie. I mean, Tua put up great numbers. That didn't really prove anything.
Sure. And right there, it's just a little flat route on a check down. The guy gets 10 yards on it. It's an easy throw. You're going to get plays like that even with the 49ers.
Yes.
But maybe not 12 yards in the first down.
Right.
And then they come out after that, a couple of running plays here.
Okay. Run one. Another run.
Yeah, it sets them up with another 1st and 10.
Okay.
And they're going to run another RPO right here. And they're going to run out to the left side this time. Easy throw, easy pitch and catch. Puts it right in the right spot.
Yep.
Receiver does the rest.
That's what I appreciate about Mac Jones. For his fit in an offense that's based around yards after the catch, like Alabama and the 49ers. Quick release, good ball placement.
Yeah, and that's really what you need. You want to get that ball out.
Yep.
And so that's one of the things, you hear a lot about when the people that don't like Mac Jones, they're going to knock him for the amount of yak that he gets, or the number of screens and those kind of things. But you got to look at the ball placement and all those kind of things as well. And we're going to see some throws that definitely aren't just screens and RPOs as we go through this game.
Yes. Okay. Let's keep going.
So nice little one there. They're going to run the ball here for a gain of 9.
Jack, I'm going to warn you right now. I've been having technical difficulties today with my computer. It died during the Cone Zone with my dad. If it dies again today, don't give up on me. Give me 60 seconds. I have a backup computer waiting. I'm just saying. It's been overheating. I have no idea what's going on here. But anyway.
Yeah. No worries. I saw that. And if
okay.
It does, I can maybe just keep on going until you get back.
That sounds good. Okay.
Yeah. And then right here, again, Mac Jones is a statue, right? Doesn't move, has no movement skills. Here he's got pressure, steps up. He's not smart. He knows that he's not, again, this guy is not going to be Trey Lance. He's not going to be Justin Fields. But to act like he doesn't have the ability to get away from the pass rush is just not true. Steps up, just flips it to him. Nothing difficult about that. It's just good job. You like to have that pressure coming around you. You like to see your quarterback be able to step up and through, give the ball off.
And I again, we're constantly asking, is he better than Jimmy Garoppolo? Is he better than Jimmy Garoppolo? Now, I think he's more mobile than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, it's not even, it really shouldn't even be a question when you watch him play.
Yes. He really does move better than you would expect. He's not really, I think he's got light, quick feet as opposed to Jimmy, who's got cement on his feet.
Yeah. He's not, he can definitely move. The difference between him and these other guys is he's not going to make a 40, 50-yard throw down the field.
So Raymond's saying, Grant, Jack, please explain how Mac fits the 49ers when he runs the Alabama offense where he's under center less than 2% of the snaps he plays.
The reason is that the concepts that they're running are almost identical to everything that 49ers do. You got to remember Steve Sarkisian, by this point in his career, has spent 2 seasons following Shanahan with the Falcons, had access to all that film, all that data, and it shows up over and over and over again, his concepts, and you're going to see one. You're going to see them over, and I'll keep pointing them out to you.
And so instead of putting Mac Jones under center, they have him in the pistol a lot, but they still have a lot of play action. He fits what the Niners do.
Yeah, and I could see him be able to run whatever. If they want to put him under center, they can put him under center at the same time. Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah.
He just misses him here on the little wheel route in the end zone. It's too far to the outside. He's got to get that upfield just a little bit more.
Right. But because he's not running like a college spread offense. He's running an NFL offense just from the pistol in the shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's an NFL offense that was basically created in Kyle Shanahan's image.
Yes. And the other part of it too, the reason that people like to talk about the under center portion is because of, here's a little swing out to the left. I think this is their touchdown.
Yeah.
But is that people talk about the quarterback getting the snap from center, turning his back to the defense on play action. When you watch Mac Jones and you watch Alabama, you see him do that a lot because he's in the pistol, and you see him turning his back to the defense and making throws.
Yes, absolutely. All right, here he goes here. Red zone.
Yeah, in the red zone. On this
constantly resetting his feet. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and this one he goes back to the backside. He hits it. It's almost a touchdown. If you go back and watch this one more time, he comes off the read out here to the right a little early. It's opening up and he turns. You see that?
You're right. Yeah.
He just doesn't see it quite clear enough, and so he comes back to the other side. But the fact that he's able to whip his head around, put himself in throwing position, and rip that ball, over to the other side of the field, that's really nice.
It's a really quick reset. I like that.
Mm-hmm. He just comes off of it a little quick. You'd like to see him stick with it. So I would say it's a bad read on his part right there, but the ability to reset.
Yeah.
He gets his head around and he's ready to throw the opposite direction. And it's a good ball. It's not up, but it's away from the defender. That's the bigger key on that one. Yeah. 4th and 1, they run it in for a touchdown.
Okay. Next drive.
Yeah, this is a really nice one. So we've talked a lot about the RPOs. Here you go, turning his back to the defense.
Bingo. See what I'm saying?
A little bit.
Yep. Now, they don't roll him all the way out of the pocket. And one thing you notice, they pull a blocker. They don't call naked boots for him because he doesn't have that kind of athleticism to make a guy miss the way Trey Lance does. But they still do the same. I mean, Kyle could do that for him.
Yeah, this play right here is very similar to the play that where you saw the interception against Denver, or excuse me, against Dallas from Mullins. Yeah, where they run the play action in the backfield. It's just a little rollout to the right. It's just a moving the pocket. This one's more wide open because you've got the threat of the deep ball. The way that they're running that route out there, he's taking the safety up, and as soon as the safety, just watch, he's going to throw the ball. Look at where he's throwing the ball. The guy's still running the vertical portion of the route when the ball's getting thrown to the corner.
Yes. Decisive, good timing, good fit for a rhythm offense. Yeah. And he throws the ball down the field better than Jimmy Garoppolo from what I've seen.
Oh yeah, he throws the ball much better down the field than Garoppolo. He hits balls out to all areas of the field. Yes. He doesn't have the cannon arm of any of these other guys. He makes up for it with getting the ball out of his hands quick.
Right.
We're going to see that as well.
Yeah.
But that play right there, that's straight out of the 49ers offense, really.
No question.
Right here, you got a flood concept down at the bottom of the screen. They run it a little bit different. You got the vertical, the deep out. Sure. He's going to hit the deep out. It's a really nice design because usually when you run a flood concept, you get the vertical with the deep out, and you got another flat maybe underneath it. With this one, they run that guy on a little hitch to the inside, which actually pins the flat defender inside, which opens up the throwing lane. It's a really nice concept that they put together. When you watch it, you're going to see the 17 ball. He's going to pin him.
Yeah,
and it just opens up the throwing lane. And this ball has to come out early because it's not like that corner's turned his hips. He's still looking at he's still square to the back to the line of scrimmage, watching the quarterback, and he makes the break. The ball's got to come out on time and where it is.
Interesting. Steve Sarkisian, good coach. Who knew?
Yeah, I think he got a lot of. I think his time in Atlanta helped him out more than it helped the Falcons.
Interesting. Interesting way to think about it. Here's another RPO.
Yep.
Quick hitter to the outside.
Just the how quickly the ball comes out of his hand from the time that he starts to throw. That's the other thing of it too. When you compare him to the other quarterbacks, it's if you were going to compare on the time that it takes for them to get from the start of their
that to that
out of their hand.
Yeah.
It's
here to there. I mean, it's very good. It's Jimmy Garoppolo-esque.
Yeah, it's if you're going to rank these guys, it's going to be Jones and it's Lance and then it's Fields. Fields has the slowest delivery of all of them.
Yes, and that doesn't mean that Fields will be a bust. It just means this is why I think people say Jones is such a good fit for the Niners offense. This is the Niners offense.
It really is in so many different ways.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. How many times have you seen Jimmy and Nick Mullins throw that? And it's key. You got to have the ball here. It can't be behind him. It can't be low. It's got to be placed perfectly in front of him, and Jones does that.
Yeah, it's got to be put in a spot so that as soon as he catches it, he's going upfield. And
correct.
And that happens repeatedly. That's why he's so good in the offense.
Correct.
Yes.
Why he's a better fit for this offense than Jalen Hurts was.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Both and Tua as well. Their ability to put the ball in the right spot and get the ball and throw it downfield
on time.
Yep. So
the ball just
No, go ahead.
He's just more decisive. Tua and Jalen Hurts like to hold the ball. He's more of a distributor.
Oh no, well. If you listen to Greg Cosell talk, that's the way he defines him, and I agree with him.
That's what point guard.
Yeah, he's you got the playmakers and you got distributors. He's a distributor of the football. Tom Brady's the same way, right?
That's a great distinction. Playmakers versus distributors. And to me, Kyle wants a distributor.
He does.
He wants a distributor. Trey Lance, playmaker. Justin Fields, playmaker. Some coaches want that. Kyle isn't one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Trey Lance is really he's really.
It's hard to say what he is or he isn't, right? With his 300 start, yeah.
He's really grown on me though. As I've watched him play.
Fair enough.
This is
all right.
Just a little screen. This is just again, a little wide receiver screen. Nothing really going on. They don't block it up very well on the outside.
Right. Let's watch the release.
It's just a quickness. Ball comes out of his hand.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
They're going to run the ball here for first down. They run it 3 times in a row. Sets up 3rd and goal. And I love the play that they're going to run for the touchdown.
Is this it here?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's right here. Now,
Okay.
this is, if you remember the 49ers, when they played against the Rams down in LA in 2017, they ran a play almost exactly like this for a touchdown.
Yes.
It's the same.
Yeah.
So
How you like
again,
this play fake too from under center?
Yep.
Look at that.
You know, you got the,
Pretty good.
extended. Really looks like it's, everybody bites on it. All that stuff goes together.
Good. It's a good play fake. Nice
Yeah.
little flip throw. In
Easy
stride.
throw.
Yep.
That right there is Garoppolo to, I think it was Goodwin down in
Yeah,
LA
I think you're right.
2017. It's the same thing. That's
No
what I'm
doubt.
saying. There's just so much of what he's doing is Atlanta, San Francisco.
It's nice.
That's why
And I can just see Kyle being like, look, this guy's he's better than Jimmy. He's better than Jimmy right now. He actually is better than Jimmy. Well, he needs to be. He needs to be. They give up a lot for this kid.
Yeah, if that's where they go.
If that's who they go, yeah.
He definitely has to be. Yeah, he definitely
has to be. Yeah. But I mean, he looks like it. He's definitely on an excellent team, but you see a talented quarterback.
You see a guy who knows how to get the ball. I mean, again, ball, good placement, little screen. I mean, it's not hard. The ball gets out of his hand quick.
Yeah. And I could see Kyle being like, yeah, it's not exciting, but it's my offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's looking for the guy who can throw the ball 40 yards down the field. This is what they do 50% of the time.
Yeah. And you watch that one, you watch that one back again from that end zone view. It's a bad snap. Look how quickly he takes a bad snap and gets it from a bad snap into his hands. The ball almost hits the running back on the snap.
Yep.
And he's able to still get it and do everything he needs to with his hands. Put it on money.
Easy. Good call. What he does here.
Yeah, and then you got this one here, and this is a bad one. This is on him. It's quick pressure. Doesn't see it. They don't get it blocked up. He gets hit, and the ball comes out, and he fumbles it.
Interesting. This is going to be something that he's going to have to deal with in the NFL because he's not going to be making guys miss in the pocket the way Zach Wilson does. And he's not super big, so ball security could be an issue. I mean, we already saw with Daniel Jones. That guy fumbles twice a game, so it's something interesting to note.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. And when I was looking, I was trying to find something else about this game. I couldn't find it, and I came across an article where apparently he was not happy when he got to the sidelines after this one, and it took a little bit for him to calm down. And then finally he went back over to his lineman, was telling him it's okay, let's get going. Because it's a bust on it's a little bit of a bust on the protection.
Yeah,
the blitz is coming late, so they don't pick it up. But he's got to do a better job. Really, my notes when I wrote this down, he's got to keep two hands on the ball. He's got you can see he's trying to get away from the guy, so his hand separates, and that's where the ball comes out.
And we've seen the same thing with Nick Mullins last year, where he's trying to make a play and be an athlete, and he doesn't have two hands on the ball. Ball comes out.
Yeah, we saw with Mullins. We've seen it with Garoppolo repeatedly.
True.
Time in San Francisco. So
against Seattle, 2019. Yep.
Yeah, definitely got.
And again, you see they're bringing the blocker across because they don't expect him to make a guy miss or necessarily hold on to the ball if he gets hit. So this guy doesn't get his block, and now you're in a bad position. So this is something they're going to have to think about with Mac Jones. They got to really make sure that offensive line and the protections are money. So I guess having Alex Mack setting that would be good.
Yeah, that would definitely be a help because he's much better.
Yes.
And then this is really nice. It's kind of an RPO with a back shoulder fade down the sideline. Just
Yeah.
Just again, how quick the ball comes out, and it's 10 yards down, 12 yards downfield.
Yeah, let's pause it right. Look at that. And that's the thing. I'm curious to see if Mac Jones will have this kind of trust in his receivers in the NFL. Because look at this trust. I mean, you can't really say he's necessarily open, but he's throwing it because that's what, Devontae Smith? I'm throwing it. I trust you.
Yeah.
And he's right. Yeah.
Whoever
it is, they're all great. Whoever it is, maybe it might not even be him, but he's good too.
Yeah.
No, it's Smith.
It's Smith. But you've got to believe, or at least I have to think that Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel and George Kittle and Raheem Mostert and those guys are all just as good as are all expected. When you listen to 49ers folks talk, those guys are top notch, right?
Certainly.
So what's really the difference?
Agree. I'm sure Kyle Shanahan feels that Ayuk is better than Judy and Ruggs and all these guys.
Yeah, and this right here. This is another. Okay, this is the 49ers against the Patriots. They run a little fake screen with the. They act like they're running the screen, comes off, runs a slant.
Yep, absolutely.
All the same. You're just seeing the same concepts over and over again. That's why the experts or draft pundits, whatever you want to call them, that's why they keep saying that it's going to be Mac Jones.
Right. Even though he's not under center all the time, I mean, everything else about the offense is very similar.
Yes.
Yes.
They get a little run here. Nice. Actually, I should say little. It's a nice run for a first down.
Najee's a good player.
Yeah, he'd be nice in the 49ers uniform too.
Yeah, he certainly would. I wonder if he'll be there when the Niners pick in round 2 or if they move up for him.
Yeah.
I really think a running back is in play there in round 2.
Yeah. And then, here they go. He gets his back foot, gets pressure, takes off, and it's a 10-yard gain for a first down.
And this is not Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, it's not. He's much quicker. Garoppolo, we've seen him try to run. He's not going to get 10 yards.
No. That's a good decision. Good run. Good job.
Like the fact that he got down as well.
Yeah, me too. That's smart. Because he's I've seen him cut back into the field and take hits back when he was a sophomore. So this is good. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're exactly talking about.
Yeah, against Auburn. It's like, dude, what are you doing? But that was like his first or second start. This is nice. This is another Niner replay.
Yeah, a little, rolling out to the right.
Yeah.
Throw it back. Let your running back do the work. Does a good job. They got the pressure right on him. Does a good job of just being able to get it up over the top of the defender that's in his way.
I hear people say, like, Kyle's tired of coaching offense like this. I think he's quite proud of his screen game, Jack. I don't think he's ready to give that up because a quarterback isn't good at throwing him.
No, I don't think so either. I think he has his stuff. He wants to run it. I think the biggest thing for Kyle Shanahan is that there's times when the plays just aren't getting hit the way they need to be hit. He wants, if he calls something where he's got 2 routes down the middle of the field and the underneath with a post, and that post is open, he wants that post to get hit, and it doesn't get hit right now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and then this is that little bench route we see BYU run all the time, right? Where they run the crossers and then the guy over the middle, and he's trying. It's covered up in the middle. He's going to the guy over here on the left. He throws it behind him. It's a good thing that he throws it behind him. I think it's a completion if he hits out in front of him, but the guy's going to get his head taken off.
Right.
But it's behind him for sure. I don't know if he's throwing to the spot to try to get him to stop.
Yeah, I see what you mean. 20s. Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's trying to get him to stop there, or if he's just a bad throw. Let's say it's a bad throw because I don't want to.
Let's say it's a bad throw. Yeah.
Acting like I'm praising them all the time.
Yeah, and these kids make mistakes. All of these kids do.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Professionals do. No one has a perfect game. All right.
Yeah.
Another RPO.
Little RPO. Great catch. Puts the ball where it needs to be, so that because that way the defender's not able to really make a play, and the receiver kind of just falls on top of the ball. You'll see. He's able to just suck right into his gut.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just his stature, his number, it looks a little bit like Jimmy G. Young Jimmy G without the knee brace.
Yeah.
And a little bit more aggressiveness.
Yep.
Decisiveness. Decisiveness is the key word.
Yep. This play right here, 100% out of the 49ers playbook, this deep curl where it looks like they're running a go route and then they just hook it up. This is 49ers right here.
Boom.
It's a 15, it's a 16-yard curl that he hits on time between the defenders. A little bit of movement in the pocket to kind of help with the protection, so it's not straight drop back.
Yep. Beautiful.
Really
nice.
The needle. It's not like that guy's completely wide open. He's got to get that in there. 32 is in good position. Isn't in too bad a position, actually.
Nice throw. Accurate. He's very accurate.
Yeah, he is. As long as
he doesn't have the strongest arm, but he's accurate and he throws on time, so that helps.
Yeah, as long as he's not playing with the roof over his head, give him the ball.
With a net. Okay, here we go. We'll flip back to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, little sweep there.
People pounced on him for that one. It's like, okay.
Yeah, then this is going to be a play action. Just watch how quickly he gets the ball up out of his hand. This is again why he doesn't have trouble with the deep game.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Yep, it's up and in the bucket, and the guy's able to make a play after it.
Jimmy doesn't even attempt this. I mean, I can think of like 3 or 4 times Jimmy's done a pass like this. Up and over toward the sideline. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
It's money. He just typically his deep ball typically has so much air under it.
Yes.
He's got nice touch. He can drive it in there if he has to, but he has really nice touch.
Yeah.
My dad used to always
great throw. And again, let's go back to and look at where he here. I mean, he just knows. He knows.
Yeah,
you're going to get open.
Yeah, the receiver's only 5 yards downfield. That's how quick he's gone from the play action to the ball coming out of his hand. Look how quickly.
Yeah. I mean, that's the line of scrimmage here. This ball's coming out like now.
Yeah,
It's
the
great.
line of scrimmage right there is the 40, the 30, was that the 42, and the ball's out of his hand before the guy gets to the 50.
Right. And it's a deep throw.
Yeah.
Great. If Jimmy could let it go this early, he might hit some of these too. Nice throw.
You know, and he's not, the guy's not, it's not like he's got a clear line of sight to the open receiver. He's trusting that he's going to get
Yeah.
open. And that's where you got to trust Brandon Ayuk. You got to trust Deebo Samuel to make that.
Yeah. And this guy seems like he will.
Another
What
one.
happens here?
It's a little bit of RPO. He gets this one out in front of him too far.
Okay.
He just throws it out in front of him.
Yeah, well defended.
Yeah, it's well defended. He just gets a little too far in front of him. Takes a shot in the back.
Yeah. Okay. I
think there was a pass. I think they actually called pass interference on that one.
Yeah.
This one right here, this is a nice one too. Just a little sprint out to the right, hit the guy quick, get the ball out of his hands.
The right option, Joe Montana.
Yeah, watch how quickly the ball comes out.
Boom.
Boom, he hits it.
Yep.
Let him go make the rest of the play. That's Joe Montana, Jerry Rice kind of stuff back in the 80s.
Yeah.
The 90s.
The ball placement is so good most of the time. So good. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is important to have a yak passing game. Got to have that.
Yeah, that's what makes it go.
If you're constantly making the receivers adjust to the ball, you're not getting yards after the catch. End of story.
Yep.
Yep. Nice little screen.
Yeah, then they're going to come. Yeah. So now they're getting towards the end of the half, so they know they're going to get a lot of pressure. So they go to their screen game on back-to-back plays.
Nice. Sells it well. Easy flip. No problem. Najee Harris, good guy to get the ball to. All right, let's see what goes here.
Yeah, it's going to be the same thing now. On this one, they're going to do it again, and they get a better job of covering it up.
Nice. I like the way he floats backward, buys time, calm, really poised quarterback. He never seems frenetic.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't rush it very much on these throws. He lets them come to him before he's able. He trusts his ability to get over him.
Yeah, that was nice. Calm, easy. Okay.
And then they come back here. This one we got to miss most of some of the
beginning of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna. This is a touchdown.
Oh wow! What an aggressive throw.
Yeah, on this one's a nice one too, because what's happened is he kind of looking to his left. Watch how quickly I think this was something that they had schemed up. We're going to look left. We're going to get the free safety of the move, and you're going to have this guy open behind.
Yeah. So he's looking left. Look at the free safety.
And as soon as that
he turned his hips.
As soon as he turns his hip, the ball's coming out.
It's like they're even. He's turned. Mac's seen all he needs to see. Ball's out now. This guy's in the wrong position. That's really high level stuff from a quarterback who didn't play very much in college.
Yeah, and then when you watch it from the end zone, you're going to see that you're definitely going to see him looking. He's going to be moving the safety with his eyes.
Oh yeah. Really exaggerates it, comes back, and in one fluid motion, throws a touchdown pass. I mean, wow.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if he's able to see, if he's seen the middle of the field as he's looking to the left, if he has that ability, then this is money in the bank. That's really what separates him. The ability you've got, if you can move that safety with your eyes, it really opens up the downfield game.
High level stuff. I can't remember Jimmy Garoppolo ever doing anything this well.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I remember Jimmy Garoppolo leading the free safety right to Dante Pettis in Washington. Remember that?
I mean, when you watch that one from the end zone view again, just if we do it one more time, this is why they talk about this lack of pressure. The reason there's no pressure on him is look how quickly the ball's coming out. Because if he holds the ball, he's hit. So he's also making the offensive lineman look really good too. It's all
being decisive, the same way that Peyton Manning and Tom Brady always did have done.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why the Patriots offensive linemen don't do very well when they leave there usually.
Good point. All of a sudden they're blocking for a quarterback who's much less decisive. Okay, a little screen out to the left, quick throw, nice. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of throwing in this offense right now.
Yeah.
I think they're at the end of the half. They're going to run a little crosser right here. I think.
Check down, a crosser.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Running back out of the backfield.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that's Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, here we got 25 seconds left, 1st and 10. Just almost at midfield.
Yeah, he's going to be going out to the left side. He hits it. This is really nice. It's a pretty easy coverage. He's reading. I think he's number 12 right there of the defense. He's kind of the flat defender, and you're going to see that guy's trying to get out to cover to get underneath the outside route. The receiver kind of runs into him on purpose, but you can see his momentum's trying to take him out there to get underneath that.
Right.
And it's right behind him with the curl. Really nice.
Perfect read. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an easy. It's one or the other, right? Outside or inside, depending on what that defender does. That defender wants to get outside. He hits it inside.
But just watching him execute so well for so long. I mean, Jimmy always bad Jimmy would have shown up by now. He has these stretches for like a quarter or a quarter and a half where it's like, dude, can the real Jimmy Garoppolo please stand up? We're not seeing that from Mac today.
No, not yet.
Not yet. No. Okay. What are we looking at?
It's
false start.
There's a false start right there.
Okay. That hard count.
Yep. So it sets up a second. I think it's 2nd and 8 now.
Okay, here comes a little no pressure. He's calm in the pocket.
Yeah, he's trying to hit the cross.
Tough one.
Yeah, he just misses it. It's a little short.
Interesting.
He's looking to the right side. He comes off. He sees it where he wants to go. He just misses. It's a little short. The guy's
getting held a little bit.
Yeah, it's decent coverage, but the ball placement isn't all that great either.
Yeah, not a good throw. Inaccurate.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then 3rd and 8 here, we're going to have another one. I think that's going to be incomplete. He's going to go for the dig. This is one of the few times where he misses his read. He's going to throw the dig. He's got the seam. You can see the seam.
Ooh. Not like him.
Yeah, he throws a dig in behind it. It's a much tougher throw.
He just stole the touchdown, dude. Take the 6 points.
Yeah.
Take the 6. Interesting. So I think what we're seeing from Mac Jones is he's very decisive. He does not miss many open receivers, but he will make some. I'm not saying he's predetermining his reads, but he'll make some quick decisions.
Yeah.
He'll predetermine some reads. Yes.
Yeah. I'd say, on that one, that's one where he should have been able to see it and hit that the seam route if he was reading it. He should have seen that there was no free safety in the middle of the field, and he should have gone there, especially with that situation they were in right at that point in the game, because it was right at the end of the first half.
Yes. Okay, so here we're in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they open up with a run.
Okay.
And they're going to go play action. He's going to move to the right. He's going to hit the curl.
Does Mac enhance Alabama, or does his supporting cast enhance him? Giving up 3 first-round picks means he's going to have to cover up deficiencies. It's something to think about when we watch. What do you think, Jack?
I think he's, the fact that he's playing with Alabama, obviously it's going to help him out. He's got good playmakers around him. That's not any different than any of the top 3 guys when taking out Wilson, obviously, right?
Yeah.
The offensive playmakers are pretty darn good at Ohio State for the competition they're playing most of the time.
There's no question.
North Dakota State as well. This is a really nice
Clemson as well.
Yeah. He's got the pressure. He moves. He hits them, and it's a drop.
Look at the mobility. Look at the mobility. It's surprising when I see him do this because Jimmy doesn't do this.
Puts it right on him.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, he drops it. That's a nice throw.
I mean, wow. I don't know about you. I saw somebody post a clip. I think it was today on Justin Fields rolling out to his right side, and they made a big deal about him doing something very similar to that.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Hey, if Justin Fields does it, it's amazing. If Mac Jones does it, it doesn't count.
But yeah, no, there's going back to that question as far as, yes, he's going to have to cover up deficiencies. Every quarterback has to do it to a certain extent. It's not ever going to be exactly 100% perfect.
Right.
But I just think that if you put him on the 49ers and you're asking that question, you got to remember the 49ers have a pretty darn good offense around them.
Yeah. The question really is, can they protect him? They have weapons.
Yeah. It's not like he's going to the New York Jets. Let's put it that way. If he's going to the New York Jets, and I'd be way more concerned than with him coming to the 49ers.
It's a good fit for him because what they want him to do is just distribute the ball quickly to Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk. He's done that in the past. Look at him do it right here.
Yep.
Doing it again. Good feel for distributing the ball to playmakers, getting the ball out of his hands. Yeah. That's what Kyle wants.
Yeah, it's got a little rub route out there, opens it up really nice. He sees, he knows where he's got to go with it, hits it. Easy play.
Yep. Once again, ball placement's perfect.
Mm-hmm. It's just a
easy
quick
throw. Yeah.
When I watch, and this between him and Justin Fields, it's just how quick the ball comes out of his hand. That's the biggest difference between the two.
Fields muscles up more.
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah.
He just has a little bit of an extended release, just a little longer. Yeah.
This is a nice step up by Mac.
Yep. Again, he's got pressure around him a little bit. Does a good job of stepping up. He's got his eyes down the field, 2 hands on the ball, starts to move. This guy comes open and he rips it in.
Okay.
Turns
his back, steps up, steps through, throws on the run. Easy.
Yeah. Yep. It's really, really good. That's, if you watched my film breakdown last night on Justin Fields, I understand it's different because that's their first game of the season. We're looking at the last game of the season. There's a few times where you really wish he would have done what we just saw, where he just keeps his eyes down the field and lets it go instead of running.
Yes. Another quick decision, ball's out. Very Drew Breesy. I mean, Drew Brees never holds the ball too long, or didn't before he retired. It was always open. He was always coming out.
Yeah, it's a quick read. There's really nobody else open when you look at the defense they're playing and the way that this play breaks out. They're trying to run a wheel post combination. The post is running right into the free safety. That's not going to be open. The guy that's covering the wheel is sitting right on top of it, and he hits the flat quick. I mean, it's really easy.
Execution.
It's easy for us, right, from up here.
So easy. I would have made the same read, of course.
The fact that he's able to execute it so effortlessly makes it look like it's easier than it really is.
Right. He does have an effortlessness to his game. It looks like he's hardly sweating.
Yeah. And this time, he's got cover here. He's going to try to keep doing the same thing, right? He likes to work up through the pocket. That's really where you want your guy to work most of the time anyway.
As opposed to Jimmy, who stands still.
Yeah. And so he's starting to step up, and there's nobody open, and they're able to get to him.
Yeah.
Okay. That time when you watch him, at least he's got 2 hands on the ball, right?
Yeah, good call. I'm sure they told him.
It's going to be a little RPO right here on a slant.
Okay.
Little low.
Little low,
but I think he's able to pick that off of his ankles.
But you see how Alabama uses them. Screens, RPOs, the occasional deep throw. That's exactly how Kyle Shanahan would use it.
Yeah, it's very similar to what we've seen in San
Slants,
Francisco.
digs, and then the occasional deep shot. A lot of screens.
Run the ball control, play action, that kind of stuff. Here's another one where it's a fake screen. This time they run a little bit different concept. He misses a touchdown here. He throws it into the hole. He's got the tight end open though.
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. He's decisive. Sometimes he would be better off holding the ball and letting it play out a little bit. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
He wins this game. He's up 35-17. You can't really knock him.
Yeah, they're going to run the ball a couple times here. Oh, maybe not.
Rolling left.
Yeah, this is I'm sorry, I got mixed up on my place. So it's a bench. This is a bad throw too. He's got to move, right?
Yeah,
he's got to move out to the left, but he's got this guy open. If he just throws it to him, and he doesn't really throw it to him, you can see the ball just skimming across the ground. Basically, just grounds it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
he just kind of throws it in the general vicinity of a receiver, so it's not grounding.
Yeah, he's just grounding it, but he had an opening right there. It's nice movement to see him slide out to the left. Would have liked to have seen him rip that ball in for a touchdown though. That would have been really nice.
That would have been. Okay, let's see what he does in the red zone here. Low red.
Yeah, it's a run. Is this the third play? Second, yeah. So this is going to be a little smash route where they're running the corner underneath. He sticks it on him. This is good coverage by the defender to come around and knock that ball out.
It's a good throw.
It looks like the guy that was running the corner wanted that ball to come to him on the inside.
Mhm.
You can see why he'd go to the underneath route though instead. But really good coverage, good defense. That defender does a nice job of getting his hand around.
Yeah, good job by 24. Here we go. We got third and goal from 5.
Yeah, and this is that little. You've seen this in the NFL at different times where they just run it's a little screen. The guy starts running at you and you fire it in and hope it gets.
Hey, you throw to your running back and hope he breaks 3 tackles. Oh well.
Yeah,
didn't work.
We've seen some teams running this, and I can't think of the names of them right now, but he leads this guy up the field just a little bit, leads him right into contact on this.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, anyone else other than Najee would have been an issue, but that guy's a concrete slab.
He sure is.
Yeah. All right, hand off.
Yeah, and they're going to come out here. They got this little bunch formation. He's going to hit the out real quick. It's very similar to that route earlier that we talked about. You got the tight end going up, and because he runs a curl, he keeps the flat defender inside. It opens up the route for him.
Yeah.
It's really easy, clearly to find reads with the way that they get really good separation on their routes.
Yeah,
it's really precise. It's pretty.
Yeah, Sarkisian doing a good job.
Yeah, Forrestall comes up here. He runs that little curl, keeps 47 inside, makes it just an easy pitch and catch.
So much better than Lane Kiffin, who used to be at this school, and they work together. You can really see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then they're going to run their little bench route again. This is a nice one here. He's going to, because it's covered at the beginning. He's got pressure. He moves.
Ooh.
And then he just flicks it over. And this is some guy. I don't know who this one is.
That's a nice little improvisational play.
Yeah, it's not there. He starts to move, but he keeps himself. Look at that little pump fake.
It's nice. Steve Young used to do that all the time when he would break the pocket and run toward the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pump fake. Yep.
Steve Young used to do it if he was 5 yards downfield just to
That's right.
React.
Because they always would react. I remember he would talk about that. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's a really nice play by him right there. I mean, it's okay. He's not a guy who's going to run 4.6 or 4.4 for you in the 40, but he's going to be able to move around the pocket. He's going to be able to play.
Yeah.
This, when you listen to Kyle Shanahan talk about a guy that's going to be able to make plays out of the pocket or be able to move if he needs to, Jones does it.
Yep. Especially compared to Jimmy. I can see Kyle watching Jimmy and said, if only Jimmy could do this, we would have won the Super Bowl. If only Jimmy were this good.
Because Jones isn't going to come out here. He's not going to rip the ball 50 yards on the field, moving to his left like these other guys are, but he's going to make the plays.
Yeah.
That's why.
And that's Kyle. That's what Kyle's more interested in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a nice one right there. We're going to run another passer. It's going to be a play action.
Okay.
We're going to see him get pressure again.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Big time pressure. Yeah. Going to step right through it. Oh, yeah. And then he goes. That's not Jimmy. There's nothing Jimmy about it. And he gets the first down.
And
diving for it.
That's the second time we've seen him do that in this game.
Yeah.
But he's a statue.
No, Kyle Trask is a statue. This guy is different. And I like Kyle Trask, but Kyle Trask is the one running a 5.2, not this guy.
Yeah. It's so, he's able to make those plays every once in a while. He's not always going to do it. Nobody's going to do it all the time, but it's really nice. And then they're going to run the ball like crazy. We're getting to the end of the game and they're blowing them out. They're going to run up. There's only a couple more.
Okay. Run.
Yeah, they get down to the goal line. 2nd and goal is the next running play.
Okay.
Passing play, excuse me.
Here we go.
Yep. They're going to just run this little 49ers little screen.
Oh, yeah. They used to run that one to Trent Taylor a lot back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, touchdown.
Yeah. You can,
easy.
Just imagine that's Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk out there with, Jeff Wilson next to him since they're in the red zone.
Right. You got Kittle right here. Maybe. Yep. Kittle. Maybe Ross Dwelley.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ross the boss.
Who couldn't hurt? Ross the boss. Touchdown. Mac Jones, 45 points on Ohio State, making it look easy against the conference with the best defenses.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of people saying, oh, well, you can't really, SEC, their defenses were down. Okay, here he is against the Big Ten.
Yeah. I think coming into this game, I think Ohio State was averaging giving up about 22 points a game, right in that ballpark.
There you go. Yep.
Which was I think put them about 4th or 5th in the conference. This is one that kind of stinks because you don't see the whole play from the
all 22. All right, let's see what it looks like from this angle.
This is a nice one. He's gonna get pressured and he's gonna move. They run a little fake. They run like a little fake screen out to the right with the guy sneaking out behind it.
Yeah.
Gets the pressure, steps to his left, and he sticks this one in the hole.
Really nice. Very clean game from Mr. McCorkle. 4th quarter.
Yeah.
The hell of a game. I mean, he's making it look very easy against a good team. I mean, Trevor Lawrence didn't make it look bad. Trevor Lawrence struggled against his team. Not saying that he's better than Trevor Lawrence. He's not. I'm just saying it's impressive. It's a good defense.
Yeah, it's just the operation of the offense. I understand the offense is pretty darn good. He's got good guys around him. It's just good
Lawrence.
Just keeps it all nice and smooth.
Yep, he certainly does. Yeah. I haven't seen him do any pirouettes in the pocket yet. That's a good sign.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this one's a tough one. He tries to run RPO instead of throwing it to the play side. He tries to come back the opposite way.
Tough. Yeah.
And he's doing that, I think, because of if you look at the amount of space between. So that's why he's trying to go in that direction.
And this guy's kind of bracketed.
Yeah, and the safety does a good job though before the snap of the ball. Steve watch where the ball snapped, and as soon as the ball snapped, he's sliding into the middle of the field. So he's playing,
they've seen his RPO 10 times in this game. They've made an adjustment. Yeah, they do it a lot.
Pre-snap, it looks more open than it is by the time he turns. He doesn't locate the fact that the free safety's gotten over there.
Right.
And he throws his man right in.
Those are pretty blind. Yeah, he's done this 3 or 4 times in this game. Interesting.
Yeah,
it's just a byproduct of being so decisive and quick.
Yeah, it's just the first time that we've seen him where he's taken an RPO and spun around and thrown it.
Definitely.
Even with that, I mean, look how quick he's running that RPO to his left, and he's able to turn around, throw the ball to his right. It's on the money.
Yeah,
I think it is. Tell me.
Yeah, I would say so.
It looks like it's one of those situations runs this guy right into trouble.
Agree. Yeah. Okay, so they got the next play. That was under center.
Yeah, and then they're going to run the ball for the rest of the time.
Oh, rest of the game?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Pretty much, because they're going to run. They score a touchdown here. They get it back, and I think they run a little screen at one point, but we don't need to say that.
That's cool. All right. Well, let's what are your, if the Niners take Mac Jones, I think we see the fit. I think we both agree that he can be better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Can he justify what the Niners gave up to get him?
No, I don't think you can give up. I don't think you can justify what the Niners gave up to get any of these guys.
That's the thing. I agree.
I know. I really like what Mac Jones brings to the table. I like what Trey Lance brings to the table. There's things to like about Justin Fields as well. None of those guys are worth trading all that stuff for them, unless they go to the Super Bowl and win.
And that's what Kyle's basically, it seems like he's banking. Like, we have a great team. It's Jimmy's fault. Just watch what a quarterback who's a little bit better can do. Well, we'll see. We'll see if he's right on that one.
Yeah. Because you think about it, I've watched the various people talking about this, and the one thing around Niners Nation or Niners, whatever you want to call it, Niners land, is that if we're picking at 12 and they're picking Jones at 12, I'd love the pick. The fact that they pick him at 12, all of a sudden everybody hates the pick. That's garbage. You either like the guy or you don't. The 49ers moved up to where they did to pick a quarterback that they want to get, and it takes so many other people out of play.
Yes.
Because now all the trading has to take place really behind them, because they know that the Jets and the Jacksonville is not going to be trading out.
Now, it's possible people still don't know what the Jets are going to do. People assume the Jets are going to take Zach Wilson. What if they take Justin Fields? Possible.
Yeah.
Then the Niners could take Zach Wilson. If you haven't watched, we did a breakdown of Zach Wilson last week against Coastal Carolina. Jack, who do you prefer, Zach Wilson or Mac Jones?
I prefer Mac Jones because I'd see a guy that can play with pressure around him consistently. And when I watch Zach Wilson, I see a guy who doesn't make plays like this consistently with pressure around him. That's the bigger difference between the two. You watch Mac Jones, he's operating the offense. He's moving around when he has to. When you watch Zach Wilson off running when he doesn't have to, guys around his feet, he starts to just make bad throws.
Yeah, it seems like what I see from Zach Wilson is he doesn't like guys around him. He tries to create as much space for himself as possible by dropping deep and scrambling, rolling out of the pocket as much as possible. But when he likes to scramble a lot, and he's going to run a lot. And maybe Kyle would like him, But I definitely see the distributor point guard type of style that Mac Jones is, and I can see Kyle being one of the few coaches in the league who says, that's perfect for me. That's all I need. That's all I want.
Yeah. No, perfect. Yeah, exactly. And then one other thing too, when you talk about the trade, and I think I've mentioned this a couple of times, so I might as well bring it up again. People, one of the guys over here in the comment section said, it's not about the trade up, it's about the what they gave up for him. Those 2 first rounders next year and the year after. Well, look at what the Panthers just gave up to get Sam Darnold. Is Jimmy Garoppolo worse than Sam Darnold? Seriously.
Not worse, but older, more expensive. So maybe it's a wash.
Yeah,
maybe it's a wash. Yeah,
right. You should be able to. You should be able to get. If you can trade him and get a second round pick next year, or a second and a fourth, or
get that.
Whatever
get
it is.
That.
You
stop holding out hope for a first. Get that. Yeah.
You take it, and all of a sudden now those 2 first round picks. Now you got extra picks. You can, if you do that, you got 2 second round picks next year. You can trade up into the back into the first round. Definitely. If you expect to be as good as you want to be if you expect that you're going to win games, that's why you make this move, right? Your first round selections are going to be in the high 20s anyway. So what's the difference? Seriously.
Right. So guys, I just want to be real clear. Neither Jack or I would have traded up to number 3 for Mac Jones, but they're there and they're probably going to take him. And what we want you to see, as you just saw with your own eyes, is there's a reason that Kyle Shanahan supposedly likes this guy. You can see it. He would have to change the Niners offense this much for Mac Jones. And maybe Mac Jones never will be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, but if he can operate the offense the way Kyle wants it operated, I think that's all really Kyle cares about.
Yeah.
All he cares about. Yeah.
Just run the offense, put points on the board. I don't care how you do it.
It's a run first on offense anyway. You know what I mean?
That's what they say.
And he's coming from one in Alabama too. So, yeah. Jack, this was great. I'm sure this time next week there'll be a whole new slew of rumors and other players that we can look at. But if there aren't more rumors, maybe we'll start looking at other positions, maybe the second round pick. I don't know. We don't want to get crazy, but we'll think about it.
Yeah. But we definitely got some room to look at some other things.
Because the draft's coming up in a month, and I really haven't done any scouting other than one position. And Brett Osborne wants us to do like a live mock draft, and I know he's ready because he's been doing it. I'm not ready, so I gotta get start doing my homework. It's time. All right, Jack, appreciate it, man. Thanks. Thanks for watching, everyone.